Hi students, good day. Uh, and welcome back to ICT classes. So after a long gap, again I am with you to discuss the concepts of ICT. Previously, we completed project-based learning. Previously, we completed project-based learning. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the last concept of this unit, that is collaborative learning. Okay, collaborative learning. Let me present a PowerPoint presentation. Hi, collaborative learning. Samyukta లేదా సమిష్టి అభ్యసనం. Collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves groups of learners working together to solve a problem, complete a task, or create a product. So, what is collaborative learning? Collaborative learning is nothing but gaining the knowledge in the classrooms by engaging the students in groups, by discussing themselves between the groups, by sharing their knowledge, by doing completing some tasks combinedly. Okay, otherwise by solving some problems unitedly on groups. So anyhow, the working together in a groups to gain some knowledge, to gain the new knowledge, or to solve a problem, or to complete a given a task, or to create a new product is called collaborative learning. Okay, collaborative learning is based on the idea that learning is naturally social act in which the participants talk among themselves. It is through the talk that learning occurs. So what is collaborative learning? We may compare the collaborative learning with a social task, which is a natural one, social task. So in the society, how the human being lives, so by discussing with each other, okay, by sharing the knowledge, and by solving the problems with unitedly, a human being, otherwise human beings lives in the society. Likewise, in collaborative learning, student will be engaged in groups by assigning some tasks or giving a problem to solve, or to create a new product. Okay, so which reflects the natural social act. And ఈ సమిష్టి అభ్యసనాన్ని మనం ఎలా నిర్వచించవచ్చు అంటే, విద్యార్థుల్ని గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసి, ఆ గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసిన విద్యార్థులకి ఒక ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయమని కానీ, ఏదైనా ఒక టాస్క్ ఇచ్చి దాన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేయమని కానీ, ఏదైనా ప్రోడక్ట్ని మనం తయారు చేయమని కానీ అసైన్ చేసినప్పుడు, ఆ విద్యార్థులందరూ కలిసికట్టుగా వాళ్ళ నాలెడ్జ్ని షేర్ చేసుకుంటూ, వాళ్ళు కాన్వర్జేషన్స్ డెవలప్ చేసుకుంటూ, ఓకే, సో లెర్నింగ్ అనేది అక్కడ జరుగుతుంది. ఇలాంటి టీచింగ్ లెర్నింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ని మనం కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ అనేది డిఫైన్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఏ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ డిస్కసింగ్ ఏ లెక్చర్ ఆర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ డిఫరెంట్ స్కూల్స్ వర్కింగ్ టుగెదర్ ఓవర్ ది ఇంటర్నెట్ and a shared assignment are both examples of collaborative learning. So these two forms are the examples of collaborative learning. A group of students discussing a lecture. Okay, so if we create a group with some students and given a lecture to them, After that, the students will discuss with each other about this about that lecture. It means collaborative learning. Otherwise, students from different schools working together over the internet is also an example to the collaborative learning. ఓకే, అంటే కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ అంటే మనం ఏం చెప్పొచ్చు అంటే విద్యార్థుల్ని గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసి ఒక అంశం గురించి చర్చించుకుంటూ వాళ్ళ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని షేర్ చేసుకుంటూ ఆ కొత్త విషయాల్ని తెలుసుకునేటువంటి విధానాన్ని మనం సమిష్టి అభ్యసనము కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ అని అనవచ్చు. ఇన్ దిస్ లెర్నింగ్ అక్కర్స్ త్రూ యాక్టివ్ ఎంగేజ్మెంట్ అమాంగ్ పియర్స్ either face to face or online. So in collaborative learning takes place, learning occurs through active engagement of peers. Okay, and either face to face or online. Okay, next, through defending their positions, reframing ideas, listening to other viewpoints, and articulating their articulating their points, learners will gain a more complete understanding as a group than they could as individuals. So in collaborative learning, the students gain more knowledge than individual learning. Why? So in collaborative learning, the students shares their ideas and their positions, and they discuss with each other, and they discuss analysis each one's deliberations. So with this, the student gain more authenticated knowledge and more knowledge than individual learning. అంటే విద్యార్థులు ఇండివిజువల్గా అభ్యసన చేసే దానికంటే కూడా ఎక్కువ జ్ఞానాన్ని, అలాగే మంచి అథెంటికేటెడ్ నాలెడ్జ్ని ఈ పద్ధతిలో కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ ద్వారా పొందుతారని చెప్పవచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ విద్యార్థులు గ్రూప్స్గా ఉన్న సందర్భంలో ఒకళ్ళ ఐడియాస్ని షేర్ చేసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది, ఆ ఐడియాస్ని పాలిష్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. అలాగే సో ఇతరుల యొక్క ఐడియాస్ని, వ్యూస్ని వాళ్ళు వినటం జరుగుతుంది, అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. వీటన్నిటిని క్యూములేట్ చేసుకొని, కన్సాలిడేట్ చేసుకొని ఒక కాంక్రీట్ నాలెడ్జ్ని స్టూడెంట్స్ డెవలప్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఇలాంటి ఫీజిబిలిటీ సో ఇండివిజువల్ లెర్నింగ్లో తక్కువగా ఉంటుందని మనం చెప్పవచ్చు. ఓకే, సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్, లెట్ us see some definitions of collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is the grouping and pairing of students for the purpose of achieving an academic goal. What is collaborative learning? Collaborative learning okay, collaborative learning is the grouping and pairing of students for the purpose of achieving an academic goal. Okay, right. This definition was given by C. Gokhale in 1995. Next, collaborative learning is based on the idea that learning is a we may call it as a naturally social act also, in which participants talk among themselves either face to face or online. So this definition was given by Gerlach in 1994. So one more definition: collaborative learning occurs when small groups of students work together to complete an academic task. This definition was collected from the document of collaborative learning 2009 from para 1. Okay, so collaborative learning occurs when small groups of students work together to complete an academic task. So next definition: collaboration has become a 21st century trend. The need in society to think and work together on issues of critical concern has increased, shifting the emphasis from individual efforts to group work, from the independence to community. Here see, this was given by, this comment was by Leonard P. and Leonard L.J. in 2001. So I think this is not a definition, but saying about the collaborative learning. So these two educationalists said that collaboration has become a 21st century trend, whereas the need in the society to think and work together on issues of critical concern has increased, shifting the emphasis from individual efforts to group work, from independence to కమ్యూనిటీ. సో అంటే దీన్ని పరిశీలించినట్లయితే ఈ లియోనార్డ్ పి అండ్ లియోనార్డ్ ఎల్జే ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ పరిశీలించినట్లయితే మనకి ఈ సమిష్టి అభ్యసనం యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ తెలుస్తుంది. దీన్ని 21st సెంచరీ యొక్క ట్రెండ్గా అతను అభివర్ణించడం జరిగింది. సో అంటే ఈ సొసైటీ యొక్క నీడ్ ఎలా ఉందంటే, ఏవైతే ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో సొసైటీలో వాటి కోసం సొసైటీ గ్రూప్గా అందరూ కలిసి దాని మీద వర్క్ చేయాల్సిన ఆవశ్యకత ఉంది. సో ఈ ఎంఫసిస్ అనేది షిఫ్టింగ్ ది ఎంఫసిస్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇండివిజువల్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ టు గ్రూప్ వర్క్ ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు సాల్వ్ దట్ క్రిటికల్ ఇష్యూస్, ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు రిమూవ్ దట్ క్రిటికల్ ఇష్యూస్, అండ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ టు కమ్యూనిటీ. సో ఇండివిజువల్గా దానికంటే కూడా సముదాయంగా, అంటే ఇండివిజువల్గా కంటే గ్రూప్గా ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేసిన ద్వారా మనం ఇటువంటి క్రిటికల్ ఇష్యూస్ని, క్రిటికల్ కన్సర్న్స్ని మనం క్లియర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అనేది చెప్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ కొలాబరేషన్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద collaborative learning, and we can say that this is the collaborative learning. So let us see, there are many approaches to collaborative learning. So first one, some of them are learning is an active process whereby learners assimilate the information and relate this new knowledge to a framework of prior knowledge. So learning is an active process. In this collaborative learning, learning is an active process whereby learners assimilate the information and relate this new knowledge to a framework of prior knowledge. Okay, next, learning requires a challenge that opens the door for the learner to actively engage his peers and to process and synthesize information rather than simply memorize and regurgitate it. So in collaborative learning, student will have a chance to open the door to engage actively with his peers, whereas in collaborative learning we form some groups and we assign some task or challenge or give a problem or give a product to create. Okay, in that aspect, in that process, student has to engage with peers and with co-students, and they have to process and synthesize the information rather than simply memorizing and regurgitated it. ఓకే, సో దీంట్లో విద్యార్థులకి ఎటువంటి అవకాశం వస్తుంది అంటే, తోటి విద్యార్థులతో కలిసి యాక్టివ్గా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసేలాగా, ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ని ప్రాసెస్ చేసేలాగా, సెన్సిట్ చేసేలాగా అవకాశం వస్తుంది, రాదర్ దాన్ సింప్లీ మెమరైజ్. అంటే విద్యార్థులు కేవలం ఆ విషయాల్ని బట్టి పెట్టడం కాకుండా, సో గ్రూప్స్లో డిస్కస్ చేయటం ద్వారా, దాన్ని అనలైజ్ చేయటం ద్వారా, దాన్ని సెన్సైజ్ చేయటం ద్వారా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, నాలెడ్జ్ని గెయిన్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుంది. లెర్నర్స్ బెనిఫిట్ వెన్ ఎక్స్పోజ్డ్ టు డైవర్స్ వ్యూ పాయింట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ పీపుల్ విత్ varied backgrounds. While framing groups students in collaborative learning, learners will definitely benefit with diverse viewpoints from the people with varied background. సో అంటే గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసి ఈ లెర్నింగ్ అనేది ఏర్పాటు చేసిన సందర్భంలో విద్యార్థులు, అక్కడ ప్రతి గ్రూప్లోని విద్యార్థులందరూ వేరియస్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్తో ఉన్న స్టూడెంట్స్ అంటారు. వాళ్ళ యొక్క విభిన్నమైనటువంటి వాళ్ళ యొక్క భావనలు, వీటన్నిటిని ఫేస్ చేయటం ద్వారా, వాటి ద్వారా విద్యార్థి మంచి నాలెడ్జ్ని గెయిన్ చేసే అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుంది. లెర్నింగ్ ఫ్లరిషెస్ ఇన్ ఏ సోషల్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ వేర్ కాన్వర్జేషన్ బిట్వీన్ లెర్నర్స్ టేక్ ప్లేస్. So during this intellectual gymnastics, the learner creates a framework and meaning to the discourse. Okay, next. In the collaborative learning environment, the learners are challenged both socially and emotionally as they listen to different perspectives of peers in the group and are required to articulate and defend their ideas. In so doing, the learners begin to create their own unique conceptual frameworks and not rely solely on an expert's or a text framework. So, thus, in a collaborative learning setting, learners have the opportunity to converse with peers, present and defend ideas, exchange diverse beliefs, question other conceptual frameworks, and be actively engaged. With all these five approaches of collaborative learning, we may conclude that in collaborative learning setting, learners have the opportunity to converse with peers. అంటే ఇటువంటి ఈ 5 అప్రోచ్‌లని బేస్ చేసుకుంటే మనం ఏం కంక్లూడ్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే సమిష్టి అభ్యసన వాతావరణంలో గ్రూప్స్‌లో పాల్గొనే విద్యార్థులకి ఎటువంటి అవకాశం దొరుకుతుంది అంటే కాన్వర్స్ విత్ పియర్స్, అంటే తోటి విద్యార్థులతో సంభాషించే అవకాశము, వాళ్ళ యొక్క భావనలు పంచుకునే అవకాశం కలుగుతుంది. అండ్ డిఫెండ్ ఐడియాస్, అంటే ఈ షేర్ చేసుకునే క్రమంలో ఆ ఐడియాస్ని డిఫెండ్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. తమ ఐడియాస్ని స్ట్రాంగ్గా ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవటం, మిగతా వాళ్ళు షేర్ చేసిన ఐడియాస్లో ఏమన్నా రాంగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటే దాన్ని క్రిటిసైజ్ చేసి ఈ విధంగా కాన్వర్ట్ చేసేటువంటి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. అలాగే ఎక్స్చేంజ్ డైవర్స్ బిలీఫ్స్, సో గ్రూప్స్లో ఉండే వివిధ బిలీఫ్స్ ఏమైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటన్నిటినీ కూడా షేర్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. క్వశ్చన్ అదర్ కాన్సెప్చువల్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్, సో ఇతరులు ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఆ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటుంటే వాటిని అవసరమైనట్టు తన డౌట్స్ క్లారిఫై చేసుకోవడానికి క్వశ్చన్ చేసే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో ఆన్ హోల్ ఒక కాంక్రీట్ నాలెడ్జ్ని ఈ గ్రూప్ ఎఫర్ట్ ద్వారా గెయిన్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుంది. అంతేకాకుండా స్టూడెంట్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా యాక్టివ్గా ఈ టీచింగ్ లెర్నింగ్ ప్రాసెస్లో కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ ద్వారా ఎంగేజ్ అయి ఉంటాడని చెప్పవచ్చు. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దీస్ discussions, according to the Luzini, the main characteristics of collaborative learnings may be defined like this. అంటే ఈ కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ యొక్క లక్షణాలని, బేసిక్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ని మనం ఈ 4 అంశాల్లోనూ చెప్పవచ్చు. ఒకటి కామన్ టాస్క్ ఆర్ యాక్టివిటీ. సో a common task will be given to a group. Otherwise a common activity will be given to a group in collaborative learning. Small group learning, cooperative behavior. So in this collaborative learning, small group learning occurs and cooperative behavior develops. So interdependence. So in the collaborative learning process, so interdependence is there, individual responsibility and accountability are also there. So ఇలా గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసి కొలాబరేటివ్ లెర్నింగ్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసే సందర్భంలో ఒకళ్ళ మీద ఒకళ్ళు ఆధారపడటం అనేది కూడా జరుగుతుంది. అలాగే ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళకి కూడా ఇండివిజువల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ, అకౌంటబిలిటీ అనేది ఉంటుంది లెర్నింగ్ ప్రాసెస్లో. సో అంటే దీస్ 4 పాయింట్స్ ఆర్ ది మెయిన్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్, key points of collaborative learning. These are the key points of collaborative learning. Okay, now let us discuss the benefits of collaborative learning. So collaborative learning develops higher level thinking skills. Okay, by using collaborative learning in teaching, we may develop higher level thinking skills among students of those groups. It promotes student faculty interaction and familiarity. Okay, here we have to discuss one thing regarding the framing of groups in collaborative learning process. So in collaborative learning process, we may create groups with students. Otherwise, we may create with groups teacher and students. Okay, with only students, we may create a group. Otherwise, we may create a teacher and students. Okay, so in this form we may apply this collaborative learning. So anyhow, with collaborative learning promotes student faculty interaction and familiarity. Okay, so next, increases student retention. Collaborative learning will help to increase the student retention. It builds self esteem in students. It also builds self-esteem in students, enhances student satisfaction with the learning experiences. Whereas student will gain the knowledge with proper interactions, with proper discussions, and with proper analysis, with group work and group activity. So student definitely satisfied with the teaching learning process and with their learning experiences. So it promotes a positive attitude towards the subject matter automatically. Whereas student get a rich learning experience, it leads to positive attitude towards the subject and subject matter. Okay, it develops oral communication skills. So it is a greater chance to there is a high possibility to improve communication skills in the students, among students. Why? Because it improves according to the nature of the collaborative learning. Student has to work in groups to solve a problem or to create a product or to know some new concept. Student has to work collaboratively. In the process, student has to discuss each other, with peers. So to share, they have to share their ideas. They have to criticize the frameworks of others. They have to question the frameworks of others. In that process, automatically the oral communication skills will develop. Next, develop social interaction skills. Okay, also promotes positive race relations. So positive relations, positive competitive spirit also develops through collaborative learning. Creates an environment of active involved exploratory learning. Uses a team approach to problem solving while maintaining individual accountability. So here, for each student, there is individual responsibility and accountability. With that, uses a team approach to problem solving while maintaining individual accountability. It encourages diversity understanding. Similarly, it encourages student responsibility for learning. Here, each and every student is responsible in completion of that given task, or solving given problem, or creating a new product, or knowing the new concept. Whatever it may be, the student, individual student is responsible and accountable in learning process. It involves students in developing curriculum and class procedures. Okay, students explore alternate problem solutions in safe environment. Students explore alternative solutions in safe environment. It stimulates critical thinking and helps student clarify ideas through discussion and debate. So whereas the main concept of the collaborative learning is the discussion among with discussion with peers, and arranging debates while proving a theorem or solving a problem, or completing a task, whatever it may be. So it stimulates critical thinking among the students, and it helps to students to clarify their ideas and to clear their doubts with the help of discussions with each other and debating them. So enhances self-management skills also. It helps to enhance the self-management skills among students. It fits in well with the constructivist approach, establishes an atmosphere of cooperation and helping school-wide. So with the help of this collaborative learning, we may inculcate the virtue of cooperate with others, okay, and helping the school wide. Okay, students develop students develop responsibility for each other. Students develop responsibility for each other and builds more positive heterogeneous relationships. Builds more positive heterogeneous relationships. Encourages alternate student assessment techniques. Encourages alternate student assessment techniques. Fosters and develops interpersonal relationship. With the collaborative learning, it is possible to develop interpersonal relationship among the students of the group. So modeling problem solving techniques by students and peers. So it develops various more problem solving abilities and techniques among students. Okay, students are taught how to criticize ideas, not people. Here, with the help of collaborative learning, students will be trained in criticizing ideas, not criticizing the others. Okay, sets high expectations for students and teachers. It sets the collaborative learning approach sets the high expectations for students and teachers. It promotes higher achievement and class attendance, whereas students get most satisfaction in this teaching learning process. That's why it promotes high achievement and class attendance. So students stay on task more and are less disruptive. So students always involves in tasks. Okay, this is one of the major merit of this collaborative learning. Okay, greater ability of students to view situations from others perspective. That means it develops empathy, the virtue empathy. So in general, all the society, the persons will use to criticize some ideas, some points in their point of view. But with the collaborative learning, we may develop a virtue of empathy. That is, the students views the situation from others' perspectives. So, once we analyze the concept or review the ideas or situations from others' point of view, definitely there will be a clarity and there will be no clash with others. Okay, so that type of virtue, development of empathy is possible through collaborative learning. It creates a stronger social support system. As we discussed in the definitions, it is collaborative learning is nothing but a social and a natural environment, a natural act, social act. So it develops a stronger social support system among students. Okay, now it creates a more positive attitude towards teachers, principals, and other school personnel by students, and creates more positive attitude by teachers towards their students. So it creates a positive attitude among teachers and students on both. Okay, right. Addresses learning style differences among students. Addresses learning styles among students and promotes innovation in teaching and classroom techniques. Classroom anxiety is significantly reduced. There will be no chance of anxiety in students, because in this approach, in this method, students will be engaged in activities, in tasks, in solving problems, by arranging groups. Okay, in that aspect, students try to solve the given problem, otherwise students try to complete the given task, otherwise students create the new product by working combinedly in group, and discussing each other ideas, and analyzing the ideas, they will solve their given problem. So in that case, there is no chance of anxiety in the students. Next, test anxiety is significantly reduced. So in general, some students feel anxiety in respect of test, that is evaluation. So in this collaborative learning, there will be no test anxiety in students. Okay, because every student is active participant, and every student will develop a clear understanding of the subject, with the discussions, group discussions, with analysis and peers. So they may have a clarity on the subject. Okay, so classroom resembles real life social and employment situations. So it works in a natural social act. The classroom resembles real life social and employment situations. Students practice modeling societal and work related roles. Okay, collaborative learning is synergistic with writing across the curriculum. Okay, next, collaborative learning activities can be used to personalize large lecture courses. So we may use this collaborative learning process to personalize large lecture classes in bigger classes. Okay, skill building and practice can be enhanced and made less tedious through collaborative learning activities in and outside the class. Collaborative activities promote social and academic relationship well beyond the classroom and individual course. Okay. Classroom process create environments where students can practice building leadership skills. So with the help of collaborative learning, we may we may develop leadership qualities and leadership skills among the students of particular groups. So collaborative learning increases leadership skills of female students also. So irrespective of gender, we may inculcate, we may develop leadership skills among students. Okay, so these are all the benefits of collaborative learning. These are all the benefits of collaborative learning. Okay, students, let us discuss the remaining concept of this collaborative learning in the next session. Okay, thank you. Stay safe, stay home, and stay safe.